Athletic Association. Now let's meet the visiting Raiders from South Range High School. Your starters for the Raiders: in goal, 00 sophomore Colin Engel. Number 2, senior Luca Regula. Number 5, senior Jeff Staffeld. Number 7, sophomore Mason Naples. Number 9, senior Maverick Burkmeyer. Number 10, senior Logan Butcher. Number 12, senior Caden McConnell. Number 15, senior Matt Freifogel. Number 19, senior Nate Engel. Number 23, senior Joe Hackstead. And number 13, senior Barnaby Duhatois. The Raiders are coached by Joe Staffeld and Dan Yargo. Now let's meet the starters for your 2023 Boardman Spartans. In goal this afternoon, freshman number 44, Ben Kelso. Number 00, sophomore Gabe Hamilton. Number 12, sophomore Andrew Walston. Number 6, junior Costa Samarco. Number 14, junior Sullivan Smith. Number 17, junior Jake Murray. Number 19, junior Tony Pinchero. Number 8, senior Beta Kuzmani. Number 2, senior captain Jimmy Perone. Number 7, senior captain Austin Colson. And number 11, senior captain Charlie Young. The Spartans are coached by Zach Stump, assisted by Dan Saboka, Cody Cassini, and Nader Kasami. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that if you are able to please rise and direct your attention to the American flag flying behind the South Pole for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, hello and welcome to Steel Valley Soccer Game of the Week. We are here for the Boardman and South Range boys. My name is Tim Walsh. With me is Henry Walsh. Oh, I forgot to unmute his mic. Go ahead, Hen.
Hi.
And special guest announcer, former Boardman Spartan boys head coach Eric Simeon.
Good afternoon, Tim.
All right, so we are moments away from kickoff. It's a million degrees outside. What advice do you give your players, Coach?
Well, the game moving up to 5 o'clock, the heat is definitely going to be an issue. Stay hydrated. Hopefully they got out of bed early this morning. Hopefully they're well rested. And hopefully they spent a lot of time drinking before they got here. Water and Gatorade.
All right. Boardman looking for their first win. South Range, I think, is 1-0-1 with a tie against Ursuline. We'll see how this game starts us off. We will be pulled back a little bit far today. We have some obstructions here up in the booth that stop us from getting into the corner, so if you do see it, oh well. We want to thank our sponsor today who sponsored this game, Joe Sauceman, Realtor. You'll see his card in the lower left corner of the screen. If you need your house sold or looking for a house, go to him. He sold my grandmother's and mine. It helped me buy one, so that's who I go to. We're seconds away here. There we go.
Game time weather this afternoon is 85 degrees. Winds are out of the west at 7. Sunset tonight is at 7:50.
We got our first foul just outside the box. My guess is leading scorer for the Raiders, Logan Butcher, will be taking this one. Henry, would you shoot this?
By the angle, I'd say to cross it in.
Okay.
But he went for the shot either way.
Yep, not cleared. Second shot, so he's got 2 saves, 2 shots on goal as it is. Looking out wide, back inside. Header undercut just a little bit. They look to try to get it outside wide. Looks like they got a player wide open.
They do have a guy out left, but I don't know that anybody's seen him, and it doesn't look like he's calling for it.
Boardman on the attack, but lose it in a crucial area. There he was. Also on him. They might be going for a long throw. Looks like people are going into the box. He's got it. Trying to get it onto his strong right foot. Just can't get it through the crowd. Cleared, but the danger is not averted yet.
Now it's
Yeah,
averted.
now it's out.
South Range will regroup.
Might be getting some interference there from the wire. Maybe not. Good ball in. They're just giving it the boot outside. Looking to get across. They got 2 guys there. Ooh, collision with the keeper. Free kick for Boardman.
Nothing really there, just two players making a good play on the ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd call that a foul as well.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. A little too much leg, little not enough ball.
Little too hard. Came in a little strong there.
Looking to play it. Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity for them to get just inside the 6-yard box. Plays it out wide. It gets there. Right to a South Range defender, but gobbled by the keeper, I believe freshman keeper.
Yes, Ben's a freshman.
They enjoyed 4 years of Carson Essed. Yeah, looks like Boardman's getting a lot of space here in this middle. Plays it out wide.
Out wide to Austin Kongson.
A little bit of a misplay there.
Corner kick for the Spartans.
I do always enjoy the sound effects you get here.
DJ Mascola does do a lot of research with the sound effects before games.
Plays it across. Cleared. A little bit of a meg and a push there. Looks like they're even numbers up. Plays it up to Butcher. He might be able to get to it before the keeper. No. Ball goes out, luckily for the...
Net was definitely open if that outside midfielder could have got to that ball.
Yes. Looking to keep possession here. Playing the feet. The way they face. I know in the preseason, not offsides. Looking at it.
That's a tough one. I'm not sure who touched that last.
Yeah, but they're going to give it a goal kick.
Yes.
7 minutes in, 0-0. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. Looks like South Range has a little bit of the better offensive set so far. Boardman will be looking to improve upon that. I just want to thank whoever put air conditioning in each of these pods here up in the press booth.
You're welcome.
Das Boot.
Henry has been waiting 3 weeks for that. We'll play it out to the outside, making it a little one-on-one game. It's crazy how dangerous a long throw could be.
You know, anymore, the strength of these kids, it seems like in the last 4 or 5 years, a throw-in is not much different than a corner kick.
Uh-oh. Boardman
Got
on the
a lot of
counterattack.
space over here. This is 2 sliding going in. And there's some strength right there. Both kind of just popped right up from that. Oh, someone
His
lost their
shin guard
shin
fell
guard.
out. His other one's pointing out. All right,
Big
good.
cross, but just a little too close to the keeper's box. Got it comfortably. Pardon me. Kick directly out of bounds at midfield. Probably didn't see anything. Not a lot of talking on the field. Normally games,
No, it sounds very quiet out there today.
yeah, and it's not the microphone this time.
Definitely hear the crowd more than we do the players right now.
Yeah, and it's very clear what South Range wants to do here. Logan Butcher is definitely their target player that they're looking to spring free into space in the attacking third.
Das Boot.
All right,
Some of the passes up to Logan have just been a little too direct and gone a little too far out of his reach.
There's an extra pair of headphones.
I think those are yours, my guy.
I don't see those. Much better.
Yeah. Oh, kind of just went right through him there. Got on his foot. Can you get it to his preferred right, blocked. Who's on the outside? Number 7 here for them. That's Mason Naples. We got ourselves another corner kick.
Dad, who do you say the player to watch was for South Range?
South Range is Logan Butcher.
Got it.
Keeping furious notes over there is Henry. Thank you so much. Here's this number 5, Jack Stafffield, taking the corner. Headed, but they said you got a little handsy. Once you put your hands on the shoulders, it's going to be rough.
It's very noticeable when you put your hands on the shoulders of a player who's a couple inches taller than you.
It's like a handspring trying to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Looking to spring
Uh-oh.
Conklin out here, and they do.
Uh-oh. Might be first goal of the day. Oh.
They seem to come back in numbers. There's very quickly 4 defenders.
They did get back quickly. They were beat for a moment.
Try to do a bit too much.
Yeah. You tell him, Henry. Speaking from experience.
Yes. Sadly.
Henry must be watching your old high school VHS tapes.
Sadly, they are on VHS.
Mine are on 8mm film.
They're getting up in numbers. They got somebody on the outside if they can get it to them.
Oh.
It's always a timing thing. That if you just have 1 split second later, you're either offsides or a defender's in the way.
Yep.
Coach, you spent a lot of time here. Do you think the turf is a little faster than anywhere else? I think it is.
Well, the turf is approaching its 10-year mark, so it's definitely starting to show a little bit of wear. It's a little flatter than usual, and with that, it starts to play a lot faster.
Yeah, you could tell a little bit of it how quick it was in warm-ups. You see the ball bouncing around as opposed to some other schools who just got their turf redone.
There's a big difference between old turf and new turf.
Uh-oh.
Conklin, first shot, not on goal. Not a shot either, really. Got blocked.
Now it got blocked right away, but Austin does have a strong leg, and you have to be cautious with him, especially if he's coming straight on at the goal there.
If the announcement's going to be any louder.
That's our microphone working at its best. Another throw in for Boardman. Just over 12 minutes in. Want to thank our sponsor for today's game, Joe Sauceman. Oh.
Oh. It's a cool skill move.
Yeah.
But.
Looked cool. Went directly out of bounds. That's
Uh-huh.
That's one you try at practice and see if it works in the game.
Totally.
Do you know what the name of that move was?
I didn't really see it.
It was a Cruyff.
Oh, it's a Cruyff.
Named after Johan Cruyff.
No, duh.
Okay.
Nice,
string of
nice
passes.
combination of passes there from South Range.
Offsides. If he wasn't offsides, it might have been a goal.
I don't know. Seemed like he didn't get to it even though he played it. Huh, Coach?
Yeah, he didn't have control once he got to it. It just kind of bounced off his foot, and it probably would have been a chase between him and the keeper. I think the keeper had a bit of an advantage on getting that ball.
Yeah.
It was a good idea, but just.
Just one step off.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of space
There he
over
goes.
here. South Range might want to shore up the ship on this left side.
Well, it's definitely a change in formation lately from Boardman. Conklin's been coming up the middle most of the early games this year. They do have him out left this time. And he is creating some more space there and getting some better looks at having options of either taking the shot in himself or passing it across to Charlie Young.
Yeah, no one is stopping ball. Fans are absolutely correct. Number one rule in soccer.
That was more than 20 yards. That was about 40 yards.
Yeah, no one was stopping him, but didn't hurt him too much. What they call
No.
their offsides, or they call
Not
foul?
sure. I missed the, must be offsides. I can't think of what else it would be to result in a kick from that position.
Is it first ball, second ball, third ball? Those are ones you're going to talk as a coach. Every 50-50 ball should be at least challenged, right?
Have to challenge him, have to get in there. So, too many. It looks like South Range is able to make 2 or 3 passes before they're getting challenged. And that can be dangerous.
Oh.
It also looks like South Range is forcing it just a little bit. They do have some opportunities, but I think the Spartans are able to kind of figure out what they want to do.
Exactly.
Resetting the ball back to the keeper. Switching fields.
Smart choice. Come up the center. Pass it to the out. Pass it to 8.
Kind of right back in the situation they just were.
But now they're on the attack. Number 7.
Conkston, nice little step over.
Come on. Oh, just not that final step.
Throw in for the Spartans. .24 minutes left in the first half, 0-0. Another board. Oh, I would have said Boardman throw. You guys can't see it because
No, I've got a pole in the way. I couldn't see who touched that one, but now it looks like we've got a.
there's subs.
Oh, we have some subs coming in. Okay.
Number 5, Jack Stafford.
That's the one thing I always wondered. If I was a referee, I'd ask places to do. Just have both teams on the same side. Makes it a lot easier to get subs in and out.
No, I don't like that. I've never liked both teams on both sides.
In Austintown, the fans were always on one side, so it was, put the benches on the opposite. Logan Butcher, who, if you don't know, has a very impressive website dedicated to himself in multiple sports and refereeing.
As number 10.
Yeah. Very well done. Professional looking.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Good chase down.
Tried
Nice.
to heel it.
No.
Got him in the middle.
Oh.
We have Saki Atsis as our referee. Refs college games as well as high school. So I think that having that experience will let the game be just a little bit more physical, which it should be,
Yes.
than other referees might have let on.
Nice sweep by the keeper.
Yeah, for those people listening, we will have our podcast coming out for the month of August tomorrow. We're running a little bit late on it. But beware, it'll be on our Spotify and on our website. Sub coming in, number 16.
Coming out as number.
In the game for Boardman, number 16, Liam Hetzel. He replaces 21, Brody Harris.
Oh. They're on the
We
run.
got numbers. If he hits him now, he's got him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was not the intended pass, but it still ended up doing what he wanted it to do.
Oh, Logan Butcher with the ball. Oh, beautiful pass.
They're playing advantage. Well played by the referee. Back in.
Oh,
just
so
outside.
close.
That was a very nice combination of passes from South Range, and then just the
Execution.
tap-in finish just was a little bit wide.
Yeah, but that's what you want to see. The ball going from the middle to the right, back to the middle, maybe left side. Very, very quickly switching fields, making the defense look at different angles.
Just one more tap and that's in.
I believe I scored my first goal as a senior exactly like that. Down at Valley Sports.
Oh.
Is that not dating me? Earlier, the girls' team here, Boardman, played Lake. I believe the score is 4-2 Lake.
Yes, that was the score that I was told as I came in.
Oh my.
Ambitious. Ambitious try from
my.
far.
Bit too far out on that one.
Almost a silence in the stands here today.
I think the fans are about as
Oh.
tired and hot as well. And
Ooh.
Oh. Wow, that would hurt. Pushed into the corner of the bench.
Yeah. Which is a little bit wild that the bench is that close to begin with.
the bench is
Uh-huh.
definitely way
Very
too close
close.
to the field.
That would always hurt.
And I agree with Saki. Have it talking to him. God, this wire doesn't want to work with me. Have a talking with him, but nothing bookable there.
No. Yeah, those benches are definitely too
Oh.
close to the field. That's a dangerous situation for players on the sideline there.
Oh.
I'd say that's Boardman's first shot on goal, or excuse me,
On
first
goal.
shot. Sorry. Thank you for correcting me instantly, Henry.
That's what I do. What?
Quit dancing.
Prepared against the Raiders for 5
I'll
Jack
dance all I
Stafford
want.
versus 15 Matt Freifogel.
Looks like Boardman's content letting them allow space in the back. Just guarding their passes. Which I remember Maslin Jackson was always very good at. Just kind of playing it around the back until they saw something and getting it up the field quickly.
Yes, that was the one thing Maslin Jackson was good at. And that and about 15 other things. That's a little bit.
That's a dangerous play there.
Foot came up just a bit too high on that one.
This game is running a lot like a couple others that we've had. I believe if we had to pick a favorite coming into this game, it would be South Range. But both teams still 0-0 with not a lot of chances. Maybe the best chance was that near miss over here for South Range. But outside of that, it's been pretty even. There you go, ball boys, getting your workout in. Playing it short. Yeah. A little too much shoulder in there for Butcher. Looking at Boardman's roster, they seem kind of young, but they do have Sport 4 seniors starting.
Is that supposed to be a lot?
Out of 11, yeah, I'd say so.
That's about a third? Over a third of their players. Kind of crazy to think.
Good switch in fields. Is that an outside back making that run? That's nice if it is. But eventually he's got to get the ball off his foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
He does. They keep possession.
Created
playing it
some
out.
space there. And
Yes. Back across. He's got it. This is a goal.
Beautiful. Number 13. Who is that?
$13, according to the roster, is Barnaby Duhantis.
Sorry, bud, I beat you to it. All right. That is a little loud, isn't it? Everyone at their houses are now turning down the volume. Yeah, all right.
When you do have a game that goes 0-0 for more than half of the first stanza there, once somebody finally gets that goal, you're looking to see then will that team that just took the lead, will they relax and play more calmly, or will the other team play with more desperation and try to respond quickly?
Yeah.
So the next little wide on that shot, coming again from pretty far out there. It's about 35 yards out and coming from an angle off to the side, making it even longer.
That doesn't seem to be what they wanted to do. Coach helping out the player there. Ball comes right to him.
That was the player that ran into the bench. It looks like maybe they were taping something up while he was still on the field there, or trying to tend to something.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay. Metal bench, see if he has his tetanus shot. Looks like a beautiful day outside. The air conditioning's kicking in here.
Have we checked the temperature for today?
I think they said 85 at the game start.
That's pretty high up there.
Left-footed. Didn't get quite enough of it to bother the
It's a
keeper.
shot on goal, though.
That it
Good save.
is.
So hungry. I'll be right back.
All right, you go test out the concession stand, my guy. We'll keep doing what we do here. As Henry exits stage left. Looks like we're going to have another, I believe they called offsides. Again, Coach, what do you think of that rule? We've talked before, having your guy have to run 40 yards and then when he touches the ball, then be considered offsides.
Well, there's a lot of things I don't like about it. Number one, it's unnecessary and it's wasting time. And most importantly, I think it's a safety issue. You know, if you tell players to play to the whistle, keeper's going to come out. Maybe nobody gets the ball first. Two players collide. I've seen it happen. We had it happen at a preseason game last year and had a player carted off the field as a result of it, and it was just unnecessary.
All right. If we're looking at possession, I believe South Range is possessing a little bit more than Boardman. Boardman's left side, near side here with Conkston seems to be their only play if they can get it.
I really haven't seen Boardman attempt to do anything on the right side of the field yet.
Only a couple times as the ball shifted and kind of went out of bounds for throw-ins.
Hey, Boardman doesn't even really have anybody out on the right side of the field. They are all within the hash marks. There's a lot of space over there that's not being utilized.
And I like that the referee kind of let that one go. Yes, it was a foul. Yes, it was a foul again, but he was playing advantage, seeing if that player from South Range could possibly make a better play out of it. And then once he figured he couldn't, brought it back to the original foul spot. That's a textbook how you do that.
Well, we do have one of, and certainly a candidate for the best ref in the area. That's why he handles those things appropriately all the time.
Number 8 with a lot of speed. Who we got? Who's number 8 for Boardman?
That is Beto.
Yeah, I'm looking at his name. Good luck.
Beto Kusmani, I believe, is the name. Jake Murray with an opportunity there, and it was cut off quickly by a South Range defender who reacted rather fast to what could have been a very open shot for Jake Murray.
Number 12, Andrew Walston replaces 17, Jake Murray.
A little scorpion kick. Left footed into dangerous area.
Don't think that was handled particularly well there, but
They might end up paying for it.
they responded very calmly to that.
Das Boot.
Where's Henry when we need him?
Tony Pinchero with Das Boot. Again, a lot of space being given up here, right up the middle of the field.
Is that Logan Butcher that was on the ball, made about a 50 to 60-yard run, putting him in position, offsides.
That one was definitely offsides. Just took a step too far, waiting on that pass to come in, and by the time the pass was crossed, he was in the offside position.
Yeah, and the only thing separating them right now is their goal, South Range, Barnaby du Hatois. I'm going to assume he's French.
You want me to give my opinion?
No, no, I'd rather everyone just pretend like I
Okay.
didn't just say that. Looks like 13 wants to get it onto a strong left foot. He does. Nice little 1-2 combination. Just wasn't able to put it on frame. Goes down.
Brought it across his body a little too much with the actual shot.
Turn that down in your homes. That was the first shot not on goal for South Range. They have 5 shots on goal, 1 just barely missing. Boardman does not have one yet. It's a very, very quiet game. It's a great ball back in. I think defenders don't get a lot of credit for not just giving the ball the boot to random space. They're able to find somebody and get it to them. That is an art. Because the hit and hope can only work for so many times. And anyone in the chat, what do you think Henry brought back? He went to the concession stand. What did you bring back, my guy?
Popcorn.
Of all the things. Jeez. Yeah, Butcher was able to get through 1, maybe 2. Did not get through the 4 defenders that were behind the ball there.
No, that's senior captain Jimmy Perrone again. He has been very much the dependable defender for the Spartans so far in the early part of this season.
Yeah, and referee protecting the goalie. We saw something similar to that with JFK in Canfield. JFK player ran into Canfield's goalkeeper, and I believe he is still out. So protecting your keeper is an important thing.
Absolutely.
And I always ask the question, when they get the ball, why can't I just stand in front of them? I don't have to move for any other player. And some of the people I talk to are like, well, they're the only ones that can handle the ball with their hands. They do get some special treatment. That is a nice ball. A little too close to the keeper, but right idea. They are getting lots and lots of space on this near side.
Really a battle of very young keepers here. We have a freshman and a sophomore, both in goal today.
Das Boot.
Thank you, Henry.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this gone kind of quick too.
I was actually a little surprised they didn't take some type of water break after that goal or somewhere in the middle of this half, considering that we are playing a varsity game a little earlier than the usual 7 o'clock time, and it is pretty hot out there.
Absolutely. No JV game. Goal kick is given. I believe number 13, Barnaby, is what we're going to call him because I'm not going to struggle through that last name all broadcast. I apologize. I don't want to butcher it for him. But I think he's having a really nice game control, stronger left foot.
He is. He's not one of the players that I've heard of prior to this game, but he's playing a very nice one in this first half.
I think he complements Logan Butcher well in the middle. There he is on the ball. You don't see that all the time. A 0-0 on the field. That's Gabe Hammerton. Ball's across. Oh, just outside and wide on his left foot.
That needed to be the first touch.
Another shot, just not on target. We're under the 5-minute mark. I know our broadcast is a little bit off. We're at 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Goal kick number 1,000 on the game so far.
Feels like that.
Yes, it does. Looking outside wide. Keeper will get this comfortably. I think that neither team's real comfortable with the way it is right now. Even if you have a 1-goal lead, it's easily changed with one moment. Not going to get to it. That's number 11. Quick ball in. Their throw again. Long throw.
Very long. And the Boardman keeper comes out to clean that up.
A little bit of contact there, but when both are going for the ball and one's trying to kind of put the brakes on, that'll happen.
Absolutely.
And not all contact is a foul. Winding down under 3.5, 1-0. South Range looking to double that here. Outside left foot to Logan. Oh, I don't believe he was offsides.
I think he was.
Either way, keeper and center defender.
So it looks like Jimmy Perrone's a little slow to get up. He's actually not getting up right now.
I don't think the center ref sees it. Probably going to stop the clock here soon.
He's up now.
Stopping the clock. We'll fix our time. It's at 2:49.
2:49. Probably wise to get Jimmy off the field this close to halftime. He did get hit pretty hard there.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking a walk. Plays him near. I think South Range is doing a good job of pressuring on a half of the field. So you're kind of making Boardman stay on this half of the field and not be able to switch. I think if I'm Zach Stamp with Boardman, I talked to my team about trying to switch fields and kind of catch them.
Switch fields definitely might create you to get the ball across midfield a bit. So much of this game has been played on 1/4 of the field.
And that's going to be a yellow card.
It's probably going to be a caution on one of the Boardman Spartans.
I think that's number 17.
17, Jake Murray.
Yeah. You got to watch sliding in from behind. That's not what you want to see. It's almost impossible to get the ball from that angle.
He is replaced in the field by number 4, Tyler Homa.
How's that popcorn, son?
South Range has been
Good.
shooting from about this far out. It'll be interesting to see what they do with this. Played up a little short, and that was
Could have possibly
Covered
been a handball.
fairly well by the defense.
Popcorn tastes like bacon.
God, that's got to be
I
amazing.
don't think
popcorn
it's. I don't think it's supposed to.
then. Sorry.
At least it tastes good.
Nah, in a hot game like this, I think both teams. I was going to say both teams are content with just kind
He's
of doing it.
offsides at the moment. Needs to pull back.
And that's their first shot. I'll count that as a shot, as time is probably going to. We got a minute 37.
Minute 37 left. That's Charlie Young trying to get something going just before halftime.
It's something to build on your first shot, because going in halftime saying we haven't even gotten a single shot is probably demoralizing.
Correct. You want to have. You want to at least make an attempt out there.
Build off something. Playing it short inside the box. Again, something that you haven't seen before. Rule change about, what, 5 years ago?
I don't know if it's been that long.
But having it so that you could play it inside the box before the ball had to come out of the
Right.
box.
It definitely gives the restarts a lot more opportunities to figure out how they want to control that ball. I think South Range is looking to just kind of maintain possession here and work their way to halftime.
That's an obstruction. Lets it go. If I'm him, I don't let it go back to the keeper. Smart play.
No. Austin closed ground on that. Austin Conkson was right on his heels by the time he got to the ball.
This could be Boardman's one shot here with 19 seconds left to go. Play it up wide, see what happens. 13. I have a feeling it's going to stay at 1-0 unless something crazy happens here.
5, 4,
Did you just count down and say 4, 9, 8?
1, 0.
What I heard.
That is probably what you heard. We're at halftime, 1-0 South Range off of a Barnaby Barnaby goal. We'll see you back here for the second half.
It's time for Spartans Trivia. The first person to text the correct answer to 299-8527 will win a Dunkin' Donuts gift card courtesy of the boys soccer boosters. That number again, 299-8527. The Canfield Fair was first held in 1846. And although there wasn't an Oval Office at the time, who was the President of the United States during the first Canfield Fair? Okay, here's Spartan Trivia question number 2. First person to text the correct answer to 330-299-8527 will take home another one of those Dunkin' Donuts gift cards. This year marks what edition of the Canfield Fair? I.e., how many Canfield Fairs have there been, including this year? Congratulations to Adriana Trapicani. She knew that James Polk was President of the United States, the then 28th United States of America. And coincidentally, the Oval Office was not built until the construction of the West Wing in 1909. Okay, we do have a winner, but they haven't come up to claim the Dunkin' Donuts gift card yet. The Canfield Fair has been held in 1846. This year marks the 177th Canfield Fair, being held every year since 1846, except during World Wars I and II and the 2020 COVID pandemic. Winner. Tonight, the winner will take home $54. The winning number is on a blue ticket. That number is 361067. Winning 50-50 ticket number 361067.
Back for the second half. Switch sides. He's got time, he's got space. Cuts it back in.
Little too much of a touch there.
Yeah. First touch on this fast turf. It'll get you. Coach, how'd we do on our stat sheet? What do we got shots to shots?
We have Boardman with 1 shot late in the half. South Range with 7 shots, 5 of which were on goal, and 1, of course, for a goal.
How about corner kicks?
Corner kicks, we have 1 for each team. I feel like there might have been a second one for South Range that we missed.
Of course, these stats are always unofficial. I think with the sun setting about now, just outside for a goal kick. With the sun setting like it is, it might be some danger for both keepers looking towards the western sun. Coach, I know today's a day of mourning for you. Why is that?
Oh, terrible, terrible news that I woke up to this morning. You know, hearing the news about Tom Petty hurt. David Bowie was painful, but hearing the news about Jimmy Buffett tore the soul from my body.
How many concerts you've been to? I know you've been to a lot.
I've seen Jimmy Buffett 51 times, sir.
Oh my God.
That's 51 more than I have.
I tried getting you to go to one.
I know.
And I think your answer was, I don't like live music.
I believe that was it too.
One of the long list of things that you and I disagree on.
Correct. I got cousin Rob Medovich coming up this weekend.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Coming in for the fair?
He's got some college reunion thing.
Oh, college reunion things. There you go.
I'm sure he'll hit the fair. Probably
He
the golf
might,
course
he
too.
might. Haven't seen him for quite some time.
I do believe number 8 for Boardman, Beto Kuzmani. I think he had. Oh, I'm derelict of duty here. I think he is. He's an aggressive player, physical player, and I think he has a bit of a reputation as being a little over-aggressive at times. And so I don't think he's gotten as many calls as he might
I
should
believe
have.
I believe he just moved here from Turkey, and I find that sometimes any players come from elsewhere, they have a much more aggressive style of play.
Correct.
They're not used to the rules of American high school soccer that limit the type of play that they're used to seeing and participating in themselves.
True. Very, very true. Yeah, not a lot to say right now. Not a lot happening. Just a little combination play on the side.
And again, though, we're on the same side of the field as we were the first half, except we've switched sides, but it's still the same quadrant of the field where most of the action is taking place.
It's a strong run here on his favored left foot. Gets it across.
That was
just outside.
the angle there was just a little too acute for him.
Nice attempt by the Boardman keeper.
Mm-hmm. Henry, what song was that?
Axel E.
No, well, I don't
Yeah,
know
it
what
is.
exactly it is.
Yes, it is.
It's the theme song to Beverly Hills Cop.
Both of those.
I believe that was Harold Faltermeyer on the synthesizer.
I started laughing and shaking the camera.
That's who did that song.
I think if we had a trivia night, you'd win, huh?
I don't believe I've ever lost a music trivia night.
Header goes in, perfectly placed.
Well done there. And a little bit of arms on the part of both players there.
Now, if I was a betting man, I would bet that this was Austin Conkson territory.
This will be I would be surprised if this is anything other than a shot from Austin Conkson from about 39 yards out. And yes, he can do that. That's not. This is not out of his realm.
I I saw it last year at the Cardinal Classic. Here we go.
Das Boot.
And it's a goal to tie it up
is
off the rebound.
The keeper did not catch Kongston's shot, knocked it down, and may not have been aware that Charlie Young was crashing in to put that away for the Spartans and tie up the game.
That's just the spark you need if you're the Spartans starting off the second half. 6 minutes in, not even 6 minutes into the second half, you level it up.
Really, you want something on the board quickly if you can. With the way that the first half went, very disappointing. And if you can strike early, now you've got a whole 34 minutes still to play. A lot of opportunity.
Yeah, goalkeeper looks a little shaken up on that. The old pump fake start. I think we'll see a little livelier game here.
That was Charlie Young's first goal of the season. He was the Spartans' second leading scorer last year.
These two teams played last year, Coach. What was the score?
3-0 last year.
Boardman.
Yes, Boardman and South Range have played about 5 or 6 times, and all of those have been Boardman victories. Boardman has not lost a game to South Range. They don't play every year. They have played for the last 3 years, and there were a few others scattered earlier in the, whatever you call that last decade there before the 20s.
Yeah. Normally don't see Division I versus Division III, but South Range is not your typical Division III school.
No, they're not. And I think that originally started when we did play way back when South Range was just getting started. The coach was a Boardman graduate and was on one of the first teams here at Boardman and really wanted to play that game.
Win a corner kick here for the Spartans. 7 minutes in, 1-1. Charlie Young levels it off at 34-15. What do you think, Hen?
Stuff.
All right. Very informative. Thank you again.
What? That was the seat.
Yes. Stop that, please.
I'll try to.
I don't know. That's borderline foul for me.
There was definitely some contact there that was questionable, as was that throw-in, to be honest. That just seems to be something that they don't really. They're not too picky about throw-ins these days.
No, I think they're just happy to get the ball back and play going. Like, let's just get on with the show. It seems like something similar, and he gets called for it.
Yes.
Isn't that the way it works?
It's the second one that always gets called. Wait. Well, you do have an AR right on that throw-in as opposed to the first one was.
And they do, I believe they have that system where they can speak to each other, the little earpieces. I think that's a good addition for every referee combination group.
A little crowded there for South Range. Boardman had a 2-on-1 defensively.
It's a good ball near side. It's a good
And
ball
that
in.
is a very open. And Tony Pinchero does a very nice job of getting back and preventing what I think was a very clear goal for South Range.
Yeah, the attacker's legs got like taken out.
Yeah. In the process is what happens.
And that's why I did the.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a foul.
That one's going to be a card as well.
Just want to make it clear.
Yellow card for the goal scorer. He doesn't realize he has to come out of the game. I was just going to say, who is that? Number 15?
Yellow card issued to number 15, Matt
Matt
Freifogel.
Freifogel. If he could get a little bit better touch on that, I think he would have had a better shot at goal. That was a pretty nice setup for him. Another shot. Boardman is just,
Very different team in the second half here.
yes. I wonder what was said at halftime to get them all sparked up. I can tell you what wasn't said.
No comment. Boardman equalizing this game real quickly in the second half. Looks like South Range is playing a little bit uncertain here. They're not. They don't look as confident in their attack plan as they did when they had the lead.
Yeah, they say that playing off their back foot now.
That is going to be a trip.
And a card.
And a card. That one was from behind, and for a minute it looked like he was going to let it go as just a foul. But
Who's that, number 19?
that is number 19, Tony Pinchero.
Yellow card issued to Boardman's number 19, Tony Pinchero.
He's the one that just saved a goal just a few minutes ago from a very easy goal opportunity for South Range. That's what you get from Tony. He's a very hard physical player. Sometimes it's a perfect defensive play, and sometimes it's just a little too much. But very strong player.
Could this be a goal, shot on goal opportunity against a freshman keeper?
One would think it should be. Who's taking the kick for them?
I believe that is Logan Butcher, number 10.
I would say he is going to
Shoot it.
shoot this ball.
Henry says to shoot it. Hopefully he listens.
He's going to do the Das Boot.
Little high.
Just a bit
Das
outside.
Boot.
Goes down as another shot, just not on target. Pinchero come right back in.
Oh, he will not stay out for very long. Defensively for the Spartans, you will not see Pinchero or Perone on the bench for very long at any point in the game, and probably never at the same time.
Gonna be a throw in for Salem. No, not Salem.
Close.
South Range.
There you go. Near side controls it. Gets it over to
Thompson with a
Thompson.
nice touch, and
That was a push. Getting very physical.
I think the ref with a couple of yellow cards is trying to keep it from getting out of hand. This is a little outside of his range, huh?
well,
Don't say it's yes.
A
No way
little.
he's shooting it from here.
don't bet on it. He put a couple of kicks out of the back of the end zone without even touching the ground on Friday nights.
Oh, that's from behind.
He does have a very strong leg. And he does also believe he can score from just about anywhere on the field. So he will take that if he feels like it.
Confidence is a huge necessity when you're shooting from distance. Notice what he did there. Player squared up his body to receive it, not let it run across.
Well played there. The South Range back line does a nice job of possessing the ball and waiting and being patient before they feel like moving it upfield.
Yeah, just a little too much hands from Butcher there. As we get to the second half, we want to thank our sponsor again, Joe Sauceman. He's a realtor, local. You You see his card in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. If you're looking to sell your house or buy a house, give him a call.
Oh, so
That was just about one half a ball roll away from Charlie Young being one-on-one with the keeper.
mm-hmm.
That ball just came to a dead stop, and if it would have turned, Charlie would have taken it with him.
I'm not sure what position Logan Butcher's playing, but they're giving him a lot of
Oh boy. Oh, there he goes.
leeway.
There he goes. Oh,
Just
a dive
outside.
by the keeper.
Yeah, I think he had it covered.
He did. I think he had that marked up pretty good. And again, some nice work by South Range, but the shot just goes wide again.
Also some work for the ball boys.
Yeah, unlucky them. Ball's in. After starting with 5 of the first 5 shots on goal, South Range has not hit frame yet since.
No, not since the goal.
Mm-hmm.
The last shot that was on target for South Range was the goal. That is
Yeah.
definitely an offsides.
That's a great step by the defenders. If he can get around one, I think they're asking a little too much out of Butch right there in the middle.
I think so. Yeah, that's one where they're not quite double teaming him, but they had a guy behind his defender, and as soon as he lost the ball by just a bit, the second defender there, Jimmy Perone, was able to clear it out.
Yeah. Anytime you pull on the jersey, that's almost automatically going to be called.
Presuming the referee has good vision.
Yeah, has to have better vision than I do. We do have a binoculars lined up to be coming in the next couple days. Help me see some of these numbers. Today it hasn't been too bad.
No, I think you've seen things quite well there. There's keeper
gonna
Ben
give it that
Kelso coming
DOS
up and
boot?
making the nice catch.
It's ready. And it's the... Are you serious?
Sorry.
Das Boot.
What happened there? Did it get muted?
Yeah, I hit the mute button right before he hit it. Sorry.
Ah,
How dare you?
Plays it up this near side. Subs coming in. That's kind of a prolonged stay out for number 13. Let's see how they pronounce it.
And return to the game for the Raiders, number 15, Matt Freifogel, replaces number 11, Avery Petruzzi.
that was 15, not 13.
No, 15's right there.
They just announced that 15 came back into the game. That yellow card, remember, was on 15, not 13.
My mistake.
We had that wrong initially.
That hit?
That
That
hit
second
the,
thing, is that the goal scorer then?
No,
No, it was not the goal scorer. The goal scorer was 13.
that didn't even hit
Gotcha.
Yellow card and goal scorer, two different players.
that didn't even hit off the crossbar. It hit off the goal post.
Hit the football
Field
crossbar.
goal post, yeah.
So maybe those binoculars are needed.
Or,
what
or
happens.
some LASIK surgery might be a good option as well for you.
Went across, nicely cleared out.
Number 15 on the ball. Gonna shield as it goes out.
Do 15 and 13 look alike?
They do physically look quite a
Okay.
bit alike. That was Gabe Hammerton finding a way to get up and make that header on the cross.
Yeah. We got a save from the Boardman keeper and a header. I think Logan Butcher would probably like to have that one back. He was in good position, probably could have put a better effort on the goal. But still, not a bad one.
South Range looks like they've picked up their tempo and their attack here a bit since we spoke about them playing a little cautiously. And they have created a couple of opportunities, but the Boardman defense looks like they've dropped a few people back and are trying to make sure they don't give up another goal.
It's like probably a dangerous play if he's trying to play the ball while on the ground.
Again, that's Beto on the ground. Just a different style of play than what he's probably used to.
I hear a plane coming by.
Probably another shot here.
I would.
Unless they find a way to lob this in somehow, but I don't think they have the space for that. This is probably a shot with everyone follow.
Left foot, upper right. That'll wake you up as a defender. Take one right in the chops.
Ooh.
Oh, it looked like Drew Walston was running,
On the counterattack?
and then somebody just stepped in and took the ball from him, but Drew does have it back now.
Well won, but right to Austin Conkson. Why can't I say that well? That's a tough one for me.
Oh, wow.
That was a close one. That was a close one.
How far out he was.
Was that Beto that took the shot there, I believe?
That was Beto. Absolutely, yes.
Yes, he will shoot from, if he's open in the middle of the field, he will also shoot from pretty far out.
We're halfway through the second half, still 1-1. This could be dangerous for South Range.
He needs some help. 15 is kind of running up the field alone. That's not going to work.
Very close, though.
Another shot for them, another one not on frame.
Bent in a little bit more than I thought it would, but that angle is pretty tough to pull off there.
Goalie looked like he was solid on it too.
He needed another person attacking from the middle that he could have had an option. He really had no option there other than to shoot or continue to play around with the ball.
Looks like Hustle's getting Boardman a lot of
Uh-oh.
opportunities here. Oh, that's a
Uh-oh.
great ball.
Oh, my. Ooh.
Called advantage in the free kick. Who's taking this one, Coach?
This is going to be Austin Conkson.
This could be extremely dangerous for them.
I'll tell you, like I said, there will be a lot of power on this ball, and it is going to be coming very hard. And as you noticed in the last one, the goalie just chose to slap it down instead of catch it or grab it, and that resulted in the Charlie Young goal.
Yeah, they could take advantage here. And
It is very hard to catch one of Austin Conkson's balls, and this is going to be from even more close range than the last one.
yeah, he has quite the knuckle to it as he hits it. Same thing
Someone
as last.
stepped in front of that one.
Who's that? Number 5.
Number 5, I believe that's
Jack
Jack
Staffield.
Staffield.
Yeah. He's had a pretty decent game today. Haven't said his name much, though.
He does a nice job. Well, he does a very nice job distributing the ball. He hasn't done anything that would really make you call his name yet in the game with an assist or anything of that sort, but he does do a very nice job in that middle of distributing the ball and getting things started for South Range.
In the game for Boardman, number 17, Jake Murray, replacing 12, Andrew Walston.
It's funny, we've been doing this for about 4 years now, and you hear a lot of names on both the boys and girls side. So families are soccer families, probably been at the soccer field since they were 5 years old, every weekend, every weekday. Andrew Walston, one of those. He's got a sister who's a starting keeper for the girls team.
And another younger sister below him, I believe.
I think in the latter part of this game, we got under 20 minutes left to go. It's going to be the team that has better conditioning that's going to get the win here.
South Range on the counterattack.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Little overlap if you can hit him.
A dangerous position to be in the second half.
Good patience.
Big hustle by Logan Butcher.
And
That's going to
gonna
be a card on Butcher.
Oh my.
And for whatever length of time he has to be off the field, that is going to change the dynamics of the South Range offense.
Number 10, Logan Butcher.
I will say this. This may be the most yellow cards I've seen the center referee throw out.
Saki usually has a very good control of the game without using the cards.
Yeah,
And
but
if he's felt the need to pull out 3 times, and I think there were 1 or 2 warnings before he finally pulled one out, it's a pretty physical game out there right now today. And I think that's part of the psychology and some of the changes that have taken place between these two teams in the course of the offseason.
Not quite sure why he cleared that out. It looked like it was going off on the other team. Maybe he saw something I didn't.
There is always the possibility that somebody saw something you didn't.
100% true.
Uh-oh.
2-on-1. Trapped it well if he can get around this defender.
Oh.
South Range did have 2 defenders back, and they were just able to keep pushing him further outside without being able to take the shot.
Kept going wider and wider there.
Uh-oh.
And not a large person by stature, but plays like he is. Just does not quit, and a very, very tough kid. Austin Coxon just ran out of space there on the sideline that time. Again, that's Jimmy Perone and Tony Pinchero holding up that middle for the Spartans. Both of them new to that position, and it looks like as the season has progressed, they are a little more in sync with each other. And
I think that's a fatigue pass. He wasn't on the same page, not quite the...
just trying to get it upfield.
Absolutely. So this little break in action, we want to thank all of our regular sponsors that are normally here on the screen. Our gold level sponsors, that's Baird Brothers and North Jackson Hydraulics. And our other sponsors, who was Papa John's, Albaco Foundry, Allstate with Robert Fusco, Packer Thomas, and Bodine Perry. Did I say Armstrong Cable too?
I don't think you did the first time through.
All right. 13.
That's going to be a...
That is
It's going to be a quick restart there.
Oh, they caught me on the slip too.
Oh, that's where the ball is.
Andrew looking for the run coming from Compton.
I was a little surprised that the referee let that one go on because the restart took place about 10 yards further upfield than where the
foul
infraction actually occurred. I thought he was going to stop it and have him bring that back, but he allowed that play to continue.
Logan Butcher's still not on the field yet.
No, he's waiting off on the side. They're trying to keep the ball in as much as possible.
Gave it a...
Number 19 looks a little dazed after that hit.
Yeah,
Gave it a DOS boot.
that he did. Very good. A lot of contact in this series. Nothing too dirty or nothing like that, but
No, but definitely a physical game.
yeah, no one's really backing down from challenges, and that equals stuff like that.
What's going on?
We are down to almost the 10-minute mark here. We're at 12:45.
Yeah, another tie so far. We haven't spoken about this yet, but if we had to pick a player of the game so far, who would you give it to? I know.
That's a tough one.
I would have to say Logan Butcher.
I think that would be my guess as well.
Just
as
great,
of this point.
Great hustle. Just like sprints everywhere.
Yeah, he's probably had the most control on the ball outside of Congston and Beto.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the three names that I think I would. Right now, defenders are playing well. There's nobody that's really standing out above the rest.
No, unless we see some type of really spectacular play in the last 12 minutes here, it's probably going to be somewhere in one of those three.
Or if someone hits an equalizer with the left foot, oh, just off the post.
Not wrong post. The football post
Very good, Henry.
went da doink.
Now returning to South Range, number 10, Logan Butcher.
Logan Butcher finally back in the game with some
Yes.
polka playing.
I was wondering what that music was.
I like the polka.
I believe Cousin Rob probably does as well.
Yeah, I think he does.
Das Boot.
Should we explain that to the listeners out there? I don't know if people realize somehow, and neither one of us have really ever figured out exactly how this works. Coach Walsh and I share a mutual cousin somehow, and neither one of us can remember how that connection occurs.
I'm sure it's been explained to us several
It has
times.
been, but when they start talking about removed and second and fourth, 2 times removed, I it's like a science class. I stop listening.
And then they start speaking Croatian, and it's all over.
Yeah, that part.
Probably offsides.
That was a.
Was an oof. Oh, a lot of you kidding me?
Not
Come
sure.
on,
Not
refs.
sure who's calling for that call there, because if anything, it looked like it was on Boardman, but the complaints are coming from the Boardman side. So
Correct.
a
That's
little,
what I was
little
thinking too.
confused as to, unless there's some South Range fans sprinkled in on the home side of the stands here, perhaps.
Yeah. That was always one thing I didn't like, was that when they said opposing team and fans go to the other side, you're right in the sun at all times. I'm like, no, I don't think some parents are going to do that.
Pretty sure that South Range has more spectators here than what you see sitting across the field in the visitor stands right now.
If he can play it left, he's got him. Smart play, unselfish play.
Oh.
Great play by Ben Kelso. He had his eye on it, got down low, and just picked it off his chest. He does not play like a freshman in the ball. In the
No,
goal.
he does not. He also didn't have a number. But I think they taped one on.
They're on the attack.
Some fans are getting antsy. Want to see the
I think just
go-ahead
about
goal.
anybody here is antsy right now, looking for somebody to find an opportunity to take a lead here.
Another slide-in challenge. Which I always felt a little disrespected if someone slid in on me like that. Just for the fact that it was like a possibly injury-causing play.
And we've seen that happen plenty of times.
Mm-hmm. Who was it? South Range. Who was the player? Brandon Youngs.
Brandon Youngs, I believe a collision with the Ursuline keeper.
Yeah, years and years ago. One of the best to do it. I believe he plays at Mount Union still. If not, he had already graduated.
Couldn't answer that. He's probably like it's right on the verge of he's either done or it's his senior year, I think. It's definitely been a while. He's definitely been out of the high school ranks for a little while.
Ooh, maybe a dangerous play there.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
They just fed that ball too far upfield.
That's the thing. If you're that close on a fast field, you got to play more to feet and not lead them quite as much.
Yes, almost needed to just take that shot himself, to be honest.
Or if he's going to make that pass, play it to his right foot so he can trap and shoot easily. But there's the little things that add up.
When you lead that ball, there's just not much space to work with there.
You had to clap your hands.
Oh, from the music? I'm sorry, I couldn't. I'm actually remembering to move the camera.
Again, we see so much action in this one little segment of the field here.
How's he going to get out of this one?
South Range right-hand side is where probably a good 70% of this game has been played. That one is going to go a little too far again as well. They're able to corral it this time. And that will be a corner kick, I believe, for the Raiders. And with 6:30 left in the game, both teams have to start to think that they're not going to have a lot of chances left. Boardman needs to defend this, and South Range is looking to cash in.
Cleared out. Danger still there.
That ball was played right to Freifogel's feet, and he just wasn't able to control it and turn it into a shot.
Got a free kick there.
It would be a miracle if one of these two teams scored in the last 5 minutes.
Correct. That's what we want to see. Make it easy on us for player of the game. I think that's the most difficult thing outside of attaching all these wires and lugging this thing down these steps.
Player of the game?
Player of the game.
And how much steps there are at this Boardman Stadium.
Yeah.
How steep it is.
So I think right now that's an obstruction.
Especially
call.
when there's a tie game. How do you determine that one was any particularly better than the other?
Correct.
At least when somebody wins the game, you know you're picking somebody from that team, most likely.
It narrows it down just a little bit. But again, just over 5 minutes left. And, I mean, Logan Butcher has had probably the most skillful game. He's had the most possession as a player, but he didn't score the goal. The goal scorer had it. Keepers are playing well. Defense, I believe it was Tony Pinchero, had a great game. Who's number 2 again?
Jimmy Perrone.
Yeah. He's
both defenders have had a pretty good game there.
Sacrificing himself, throwing his body at the ball.
And really weathered the storm of the first 5 goals, shots on goal that the South Range Raiders had.
I have a feeling we're going to see a goal.
Oh. 15?
That went to no one.
Oh.
He's got to play the way he faces. Nicely done. Back to him. Ball's in. Keeping possession.
Come on.
Lot of possession here deep on the field for the Raiders, but can't quite find a lane to shoot the ball.
Oh, he chips it up. This could be Logan.
No, that's going to result in a goal kick.
All right, 4 minutes left to go.
Getting through that 40 seconds there without giving up a goal may be what saves this tie for the Spartans.
I wouldn't put that down as a shot, but right now Boardman's getting outshot 14-5. There's a foul.
Oh, yeah, it's totally. Oh.
Which could be bad for his leg. Good call, Henry.
He'll be all right. I think he's fine.
Yeah, you never want to see somebody get injured. This is probably their best shot with 3:18. Clock's ticking.
All of their other free kicks have come from the other side of the field, so this is definitely going to be a new look for them.
They do have that number 13, left-footed, Barnaby.
Barnaby.
I think we're gonna make him a one-name person, like Ronaldo and Romario and Brazilian players.
What was?
Good thing the kick didn't count.
I don't know what exactly was happening there.
I believe the number 8 for Boardman had encroached.
Okay.
Can you put that in child terms?
Well, now you know what the Raiders are planning on doing. And they change it.
Just over top of where they
And
wanted
it
to put it.
results in Ben Kelso collecting that ball for the Spartans.
And
If I'm him, I put it down on the ground and make someone attempt to come at me.
I think there's going to be a tie now.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody
The
make a
possibilities of
miracle
a
drive.
tie are very high right now. We've covered a lot of ties.
Holland Mooney.
I've seen quite a few ties this
Holland Mooney.
season in the handful of games that I've attended.
Oh, no. I was
A
there.
little push in the back. That was a little dangerous.
Cleared
Oh,
And
out.
that's going to
Corner kick.
result in a corner kick, but
Dangerous kick.
Charlie Young didn't have many other options there. He definitely did not want that ball to bounce right in front of Matt Freifogel was collapsing there on that ball. That one was played out a little higher than I would have expected.
Yep. This could be dangerous if he finds Kongson.
Hurry up.
Yeah, time is a factor. Minute and a half left.
Das Boot.
Sorry, him.
Oh, that's going to go.
1:10 left in this game.
It's going to stay up there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that that throw-in was well played there.
Mm-mm.
Got a minute left.
Find somebody a little more in the middle of the field.
I was think it makes it more likely to be a tie.
That's Pinchero again.
Now, if it went to the, just a touch off sides.
And by the time they set this kick up and get it back in play, that may just about do it. Oh, you don't want to play that quickly.
No. If you're Boardman, the tie is what you're playing for right now.
You did not want to put that ball back in play so quickly.
Good.
And that's too
Oh.
far of a throw-in. Some possible
Das Boot.
decision errors here by both teams at the very end of the game.
2, 1, 0. Final score this
All
afternoon.
right.
That
The
is your
Raiders
game.
won, the Spartans
Boardman
won.
1 and South Range 1.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for tuning in. Another tie. Check our social media for the player of the game and a couple of interviews going up this weekend along with our podcast. It's been Steel Valley Soccer Game of the Week.